everybody, so my name's Kayla and we are here to talk about products that I regret buying. Wah wah. So a lot of these products I bought on a whim, or I saw them in the store, I swatched them, or something that was hyped about online and I said, hey, you know what, that's limited edition, I gotta grab that. I gotta grab that right now. And then it came in and I was disappointed. So we're gonna talk about it. Remember, if you like videos like this, if you like watching me, be sure to subscribe, make sure you like this video, and I want to hear back from you guys. My goal is to really create a sort of community where we can talk about, you know, makeup, what works for you, maybe I'm doing something wrong, because believe me, I am no expert at makeup. This is just my thoughts, this is just me going through the motions and seeing what other people like. So, I figured we would get started. Alright, so the first brand, I might as well do it by brand. The first brand I'm going to talk about is TooFaced. So TooFaced I find is really inconsistent with their products. I love them, they're great for what they do well. So I love my Sweet Peach palette, I love the glosses in that entire Sweet Peach collection. I have the highlighter blush trio. It's really great for that, like the contour kit, but a lot of their special edition stuff is just kind of like, wah, wah, why would I bother, right? Well, an example of this, for sure, is the Natural Love palette. I still have the original packaging for this. I ordered this online because I had recently moved away from Ottawa, which was where I was originally at, and there was a ton of Sephora's there. Well, I've moved and I don't have that luxury anymore. I'm 4 or 5 hours away from the nearest Sephora, and I'm not going to bother driving all the way there to pick up something when it's probably out of stock. I get free shipping depending on the amount that I order, or I think I get free shipping anyway. So why would I bother? I'll just have them mail it to me, right? Well, this palette, as I've noticed that many cardboard Too-Faced palettes it's a lot of shadows. So they have a lot of shadows, but they're a lot of really underwhelming shadows. I swatched all of this at one point with my old roommate. We were really curious to see exactly what they all look like. And there was only a couple that we really liked. The one that I really love in here is Bunny Nose. You have to layer it, but it is a really beautiful pink. I'm not going to swatch any of these because these products have been out for a while, and I'm sure you can find swatches of this stuff everywhere, and there's tons of reviews on it. So I'm just basically explaining why I didn't like this product, or why I regret buying it. There we go. Words. Alright, so a lot of these shadows have really chunky glitter in them, not a super big fan, and the shades that I really like, I realized that I have a ton in other palettes. Like Honey Pot is a beautiful gold, Fairy Tale is really nice, Hot and Bothered is like the winner out of this entire palette. But the unfortunate thing is that I have a ton of that shade named different things from different brands. So I'm like, well, I gravitate towards the same stuff, but then I buy it and then I realize that I already have the same stuff, so what's the point? So I wouldn't recommend this, especially because it's not easy to travel with. I mean, it's huge. It comes with a nice mirror, and yes, it feels nice, but it lives up to the Too-Faced inconsistency problem. So, Next Too-Faced product I'm going to talk about is the Too-Faced White Chocolate Chip palette. This is cute. I obviously really love maybe I haven't ever talked about it, but I really like their one chocolate bar palette. I haven't tried the other one yet. And this one is just kind of a miss for me because I bought it, I thought I would use it, and it's so shimmery, so light, and I haven't found a use for it. I'm hoping I will. I mean, it's the perfect size to go traveling with if I can find a look out of it. I have so many palettes that I bought at once and I shouldn't have, and this one hasn't received any love. So I'm not sure about how this palette actually works because I think I swatched it and that was it. I don't know how it applies or anything like that. So I regret buying that because I haven't gotten a chance to use it and I've owned it for a couple months. So, you know, money not well spent, right? I have another Too-Faced product. I'm not trying to hate on Too-Faced. Like I said, I really like some of their products. This is just not one that I didn't like. And it was actually the collaboration between Kat Von D and Too-Faced. I love the Kat Von D palette for the red in it. I find it's really, really pigmented. It's really hard to find a red that looks so red and it doesn't turn into this weird orangey hue. But the Too Faced side is just really underwhelming. It says volume 1 on the side of the packaging. I don't know if anybody else noticed that. I hope if they come out with a volume 2 that it's better. We'll leave that there. But I find that the shadows with this, you can't really create a full look out of it, at least not for me. The shade BFF is actually really close to my skin tone. It blends out to pretty well nothing. Same thing with Lovely, super light. You'd have to layer the heck out of that. Maybe add some setting spray or wet your brush. I don't know. I tried that. It didn't work for me. So whatever floats your boat. Didn't work for me. The for inspiration color is really, really beautiful. Same thing with Heart of Gold. Better Together is good as well. But I mean, these 4 I don't really want to make a look with, especially because they're all shimmery. So it's just not something that I reach for. I'm really disappointed with the quality. And I think Too Faced could have done better. So this is, again, you know, cardboard. So Kat Von D did great. Too Faced, better luck next time on volume 2, I guess. So many products. I also have products that I've returned that aren't going to be in this video. I'm probably going to do a separate video of products I've returned, just because that'll take up a whole other portion. I have to make a list, actually, and remember everything that I've returned that I wasn't impressed with, because there's a pretty hefty list after a while. I was like, I'm never going to use this. I didn't like this. Bye. So the next product we're going to talk about, which leads us into UrbanDecay, is the UrbanDecay Smoky Palette. This is a really beautiful package. It's see-through on the inside. They give you a brush as usual, and there are a ton of shades. Now, the thing I don't like about this palette is that this is a me thing. This is I should have been a better consumer in this, because I don't typically do a smoky eye. I mean, I like some of the shades in here, but I wouldn't do a look with this palette very often. It's not something that I would reach for all the time. And I bought this because a friend and I were going shopping, and certain shoppers in Canada actually have UrbanDecay in their beauty boutique. And I had a ton of shoppers points. I think I had like $185. I don't know. I had a lot of money for shoppers points. And so I essentially got this and a ton of other stuff for free. But I still had to spend money in order to get those points. So in a way, I'm still regretful that I spent money on this, because I don't use it. I have all the other Naked palettes. My Naked 3 gets the most use, and I don't really need the whole collection. I would say that if you're gonna buy an UrbanDecay Naked palette, make sure that you are going to use all the colors in there. Make sure that it's going to be something you use all the time, because I have all of these and I don't really use them all. It's kind of a waste. I mean, if you're a completionist, then by all means, and if you like to collect makeup, which is pretty much what it's going to be for me now, is it's just going to be a collection, because I don't use them all the time. Yes, I will cycle through them, but I'm not going to use them all the time. So, if you love smoky eyes, this is definitely for you. I, again, should have been a more thoughtful consumer. Last but not least, for UrbanDecay, I have the Nocturnal Shadow Box. This was kind of a spur-of-the-moment purchase. Again, I was in Shoppers, and I decided to pick it up. This wasn't with the points, so this was purchased with actual money. And comes with a cute little brush, and has a bunch of different shades in there. My favorite is Backfire. Which... well, you're not going to see that. So this is what it looks like on the finger. Anyways, it's a beautiful, beautiful purple. And I bought this, and then I was like, wow, I'm probably not going to use this a whole lot. But I had recently bought a full pan of Blackout, which is the black color from UrbanDecay. And the reason why I bought that was because I had been doing a makeup look, and my single of it fell on the floor, cracked. I tried to put it back together, but there was like hair and dirt in it, and I was like, this is not sanitary, we are just throwing this out. Well, I spent, I don't know, like $20 to $30 Canadian on just a single pan, whereas I don't remember what I paid for this, but I do know that even though I got a much smaller pan, I don't use black all that often. I mean, I say that as I'm wearing black today, but it's not something I use in my look very often, so the fact that I get a bunch of different shadows for the price point was like, yeah, whatever. So I returned the black that I hadn't opened, and then I kept this. So this is kind of an in between. I kept it because it was more cost effective for me to have more shadows than have one pan that's probably not going to get used very often. And whenever I need a black, I actually reach into this. So I mean, I get some use out of it, right? Next, we're going to talk about Smashbox. Now, I love my Smashbox contour kit. I think that's really about the only thing I have from them. But I decided to purchase this Cover Shot Bold Eye Palette. There's a huge advertising campaign. There's a couple different products that you can buy for eyeshadow palettes from this. And again, this was a shopper's purchase. I decided that, hey, you know, I want to do really funky looks, because at the time I was really exploring color with my makeup, and I still am to a degree, but because I now have a new job and it's a very professional setting, I have to neutral it out a little bit. Like I couldn't go to work like this, and I totally understand that. And so to wear these in a complete look just wouldn't happen on a day-to-day basis anymore. I wouldn't have used all of these in a look anyways, or even, you know, a couple of them. It's not something that I should have bought, because I have most of these colors in different palettes. Now, I do have the yellow right here, and then I have the red, but I find the red is orange. And the orange is very orange, but the red has an orangey tone to it, so it still was like, eh. But, and I don't really like the green. I have a ton of different greens. I don't like that one. But this was kind of a waste of money for me. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I might try to get some use out of it, or I might see if a friend wants it, because And then last but not least, for eyeshadow palettes, this is by Tarte, and this is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. Now, the packaging is beautiful. I actually really love Tarte. So Tarte is great for their skincare, which I had a couple samples of, and I'm still working my way through, and I'm actually going to be purchasing full sizes once I'm done them. But I don't know. I don't like this one. I tried really hard, because I was like, you know, I'm going to be doing more neutral looks, and even if it's got shimmer in it, I can do something with it, right? Shimmer adds a little bit of fun. Well, let me tell you, they're all beautiful. The consistency is great, but every time I try to do a look, I don't know, it's just my personal preference, I never like it. I don't like the way it looks, and I end up taking all my eyeshadow off and putting something else on. And it's usually when I'm getting ready to go to work. So I was like, oh, okay, we gotta make sure the second one looks good, because I gotta make sure I'm on time. So, don't get me wrong, Tarte. It's not you, it's me. Again, can't return it. I can't return it because I don't live in US 4 anymore. I mean, I have the receipt and everything. It's just, I can't return it. Meh. The only other thing I have left is a couple of lip products, and 3 of these are by NYX. 2 of them are from the same kind of collection. They're the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. I don't like this formula at all. I find I don't like NYX Liquid Lip formula at all. I have a gold lipstick that I love. The consistency is really great. These, not so much, do I? I got stuff on my white shirt. Fantastic. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. Don't mind it. But the liquid suede just is not my jam. This is the purple. I find it really streaky. It's patchy. So it's not a lot of fun. Same thing with the pink color. And then I have the NYX lingerie lip, and I don't like that either. So I also, in my Ipsy, I think I had talked about how I got the whipped formula, and I tried it and I didn't like it. So I've come to the realization that I do not like NYX liquid lip products. I don't care if it's a gloss. I don't care if it's a liquid lip. I just don't like them. I don't care if it's whipped. I don't care if it's, cream. If it's No, this doesn't tell me. If it's just a regular liquid lipstick, I don't care. I don't like them. So my goal is to never purchase another NYX liquid lipstick, and I hope that Ipsy doesn't send me any more, because I don't like them. They'll instantly go in like a giveaway or something and be like, no, sorry, it's okay, bye. The last thing that I regret buying, and I still have anyways, is the NYX Bold Big Lip Plumping Gloss. I can't complain about the price that I paid for this. I paid $2.49, okay? So, I mean, they were getting rid of it. I bought it for pretty cheap, but I don't use it, and that's really it. I don't really know a lot about the formula because I don't use it. It's not some... I mean, look at the size of the wand, first of all. I have really tiny lips. The hell? Okay? What the hell? And it is just a gloss, so I don't know. I find glosses really sticky. I don't even know why I bought it. And again, like, duh. I probably bought it because it was on clearance or something like that, which is stupid, because don't buy something on clearance if you're not going to use it. You're just wasting your money. I have to keep telling myself that. And yeah, this was an interesting video. I'm sorry it was so long. I may cut it, I may not. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you later.